All right, hello and welcome. You know the deal. I'm about to head out on a trip, actually, so I'm trying to get in a recording before it's time to head to the airport. You know how it is. Is there anything interesting here? A lot of Venus. Not like super cool Venus, but there is Venus. Um, Gyropolis also works with Venus to get income. There's also upside on energy with Steelworks. There are no like placement bonuses. What if we did Saturn Systems and I think you do the heat bumps, right? Excuse me, the heat bumps and the energy and steel. And then just take whatever. Don't even worry about Saturn Systems as a Jovian mechanism. Just live your life. I do like adapted lichen. So we do all this. I am going to start with local shading, and I'm just gonna put an extra floater onto it and then consume it. So now we're up to 4 income, and it would have been nice to play Forced Precipitation, but we would have also needed $2 for the floater, and I'm like, rather start the game with just a little bit more income than that. We do want to get to playing as many Earth and Venus tags as possible. Nothing here really has a requirement other than the Venus one, so maybe we'll just push Venus a little bit. Aerial mappers, hydrogen to Venus. Cartel is an Earth tag. We don't have any for it to enhance, but pretty worthwhile. $19 right here. I want to move in this direction, but I won't have enough money to do the thing. So instead I'll just get another money income. And I mean, hydrogen to Venus also gives floaters, but let's try and hold off on that one. I'm going to keep my money going into Gen 3. Just waiting for a couple things to pick up here. A couple Earth tags coming in would feel okay. A Venus tag is nice. This is what's good for those plant tags. This does not feel like a science run, but I almost feel compelled to take the research anyway. Just because if you do get a card that works with it, it will feel very nice. Let's get a Venus bump. I'll put that on local shading. It's fine. There's another income. And then I can play my sulfur eating. So that can start piling up microbes. And then what? And then forced precipitation. We can finally start doing that. It'll cost $2 to load it up, but we can load it with this as well to limit the cost. So we're up to 6 income. That 4 steel has not come into play yet, unfortunately. Gyropolis has not really made sense. We do have 5 Venus tags already, though, so that's already looking kind of okay. We have upside between these 2 cards, the plant tag and the nitrogen rich. I think that we're doing all right. It would have been great to have one more heat, but I guess we'll just take one from the government to set this up. I really would rather play cards than all this. There's no Earth tag here. Though Lava Flows is kind of nice, but maybe I'll take the house printing just because I have all this steel that I'm just sitting on at the moment. I don't seem to be able to use it. What card did that give, actually? Equatorial. Not really interested in that, if I'm honest. 5 Venus, or 5 tags. Next gen, I can have at least 2 more. So I think I wait to play Gyropolis. We just get our steel income. We get our plant income. We certainly don't want to give up any energy. So I think we're in a good spot. I might do one more Venus tap just to get us... well, I can already do a Venus bump with forced precipitation. So let's perhaps throw an ocean down. Oh. There we go. That was a weird thing to have happen. This is not so bad. And this is also not so bad. So I forgot to do the Gen 4 audit. So the end of last gen, we were at 6 income and 5 TR extra. So that's plus $11, plus $5 worth of metals. That's not so bad. We don't have much going for us in terms of activations, but we do have sulfur-eating bacteria. So that'll be some money at one point. And we have a lot of Venus infrastructure. So I think that's a pretty decent place to be. As you can see by the start of this gen, we're about to get on our heat bump for a heat income. We're going to keep pushing Venus. That's kind of nice. This is just fine. We have a plant income. We have a little bit of heat and energy. I think that, again, when it comes to terraforming, we're also kind of fine. Nitrogen-rich asteroid in hand. Yeah, so overall, we're middle of the road, I would say. We're doing okay. We didn't get any more Earth tags to pair with Cartel. Which is really too bad. Which means, do I even play it yet? I mean, like, 6 Venus tags is pretty good. But I could wait to play Cartel one more generation and just play, like, asteroid mining, for instance, and get that titanium income and a dollar income, which I think I'll do. And now, I mean, I have $3 in microbes 3 times over. That's $9 next gen if I do find myself needing a little extra cash to play Cartel and Gyropolis. But I'm going to wait one more gen just in case we get that Earth tag. There's got to be a way. I'm going to get some help on oxygen or oceans. Probably another ocean. Just another blank spot. There's an Earth tag. Love to see it. Hired Raiders is just straight profit if you've got the steel. We've needed energy. Immigrant City is also nice. I just can't take all of this stuff, you know? So I'm not going to burn us out trying to get it. I'm just going to go sponsors into Cartel. And then I'm going to Hired Raid for the 2 steel. $2 for you. It's probably a good time for Gyropolis. Right here for the 3 cards, I imagine, would be strong. Restricted Area, Ore Processor, and Artificial Lake are the pickups. With more money, I could play the Nuclear Power, which is pretty nice. I think I'll just do that, and then we can set up for something else down the road. But keeping our energy up will be nice. We had 20 income at that point just because Gyropolis itself gave us 8 income. And then we just got 4 more from the sponsors and Cartel together. So that was a pretty huge round. So even getting the -2 wasn't a big deal. We're at $18 coming in. 2 titanium, all the good stuff. Perhaps Nitrogen-rich asteroid will be playable soon. I'm not sure. We get another oxygen, though. Let's start moving the needle. Research Outpost, Luna Metropolis, and some Venus bumping. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, big fan, big fan. Keep putting floaters over here. Keep trying to get some income. Keep getting some microbes. The research outpost works well for us because we can put it down for 3 plants because we haven't put an ocean here yet. That's pretty nice. With 6 titanium, I only need $2 for you. Still, I don't really want to play a restricted area. Unless I get a titanium with it, I guess. But I was thinking if I played the restricted area for 2 plants, then I could play the greenery, and then I could... Well, then I can use that money. Okay, actually does make sense. So we can play restricted area here. Then we can draw a card. Vesta Shipyard. We don't mind that at all. We can greenery beside our city. And, I mean, look. Earth tags are only worth 3 income right now, where a Vesta Shipyard is a $3 worth of titanium and money income because it's Venus related. And then it leaves me enough money that I can play a water import to Venus, which will also be worth 2 income. So, like, we ended up getting 5 net income. Sorry, 6 net income because of the Saturn system proc versus getting 3. This would have been worth 2 points, but I also got 2 points worth of a TR and a point on cards. So, it's just strictly better. Plus, it's strictly better because we have space tags that we want to play. So I'm not worried about, you know, running out of funds that I need. Here's a points per Jovian. That's pretty playable right now. Venusian Insects is also pretty playable. It's $7, but it will probably get us a handful of points. So let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Double Ocean card, love to see that. Forced Precipitation, we're going to keep pushing you as hard as we can. Little income, little microbe. So this is good if we're going to actually spend it. It sounds like first we're going to do a big asteroid. You got to go big asteroid, get that titanium back, come back around, ice asteroid. Probably get these 2 spots. Set up a city placement here for 2 points plus rebates. If I had taken more energy, I could have potentially got the ore processor off the ground. I guess that's my bad. Let's just play the Venus Insects. We'll start tapping it, and then we'll see if something else comes up. Going into Gen 9, we have a lot of oxygen to go. The heat, at least, is kind of happening from spillovers. The oceans, we can supplement with our card. Hey, look at that. Earth Office, nukes, Nitrolific, all of which is good for us. Earth Office, big discount. Nuke Zone, probably for 2 titanium. I'm looking at Luna Metropolis now because we have 4 Earth tags. So that's 5 income plus the 2 points. It'll pay itself off. Plant tag, that's 2 plant tags played. We need 1 more. Let's go fishing. Oh, viral enhancers, wow. I want it, but here's the thing. It's probably better to play... Do I need heat or Venus help? I don't even know. There are more cards that help with heat. I'm basically getting 1 heat bump and 1 Venus bump per turn. 6. I think I do this for Venus. And then I put Forced Precipitation microbes or floaters, and then, like, it gets us another round of it popping off. I should have done my card draw here. Oopsie. Solar Power, I don't hate it. Certainly don't hate it. Yes, Luna Metropolis is still good. Solar Power is really convenient because it actually sets us up to potentially do Ore Processor. And we have to think about playing our points per Jovian next turn. I mean, that would also be worth 5 points, and we certainly could use a couple extra oceans. Let's get help on the oxygen. Maxwell base is cool, but it's really expensive for what it gives us, so I'm not going to bother. Get a card draw here. A wild tag. Okay, that's pretty nice. That means that I have the plant tag that I'm missing. Am I going to play an artificial lake? Let's do the ore processor. Should have done that first. Let's get our resources. Let's keep putting force precipitation up. And then what? I really should have left myself more money, actually, because look, I wanted to play you, but I won't have $12 left over to get the value out of it. Gosh darn, I'm dumb. I literally immediately forgot my goal of playing that. I can still play it next gen, and we'll end up getting 2 oceans out of it, which is paying $48 for 2 oceans. Now, granted, 2 oceans should only cost $36, so I'm paying a whole extra $12, but for the 5 points, I think it's worthwhile. Not to mention I can use the titanium to pay for it. Yeah. Artificial lake, just for 2 things here. I mean, we can get adjacencies on both cities, plus the ocean. This stuff, I don't know. We need a lot of heat now that our energy is staying where it is. I don't need 2 Venus bumps like this. CEO's favorite project, I think, does help me a lot, though. Because I've been missing out on force precipitation, potentially. In terms of getting it... Let me put this out and buy that first ocean. Well, oxygen bump for this ocean, and then this ocean using the titanium. Then greenery here, looking pretty good. Floater onto you. And then insect. And I could get this one to pop off this gen. I just don't... It doesn't actually hit a breakpoint for me. I'm realizing I kind of messed that up. Still, it's kind of okay. I mean, look, we need 2 oceans. So we can get 1 next turn from our tapping. If I do this... Screw it. I'm going to create an opportunity. If I get a card or an ability to add floaters to something, I can set this up for 1 more gen. All this stuff, I don't really know or care. I'm just going to standard Project Aquifer here. We'll get a greenery beside our city. We'll buy a greenery over here beside this city. We'll buy a greenery down here beside this city. And while we're at it... Well, I was going to buy another one, but perhaps we should buy heat bumps. We definitely need help from the government for heat bumps. Still screw it. I'm going to go oxygen. I know I have this tap here, the Ox Gang, which now I don't need, but... I mean, what can you do, man? Let's get that heat help. Very, very cool. All of this is cool. But it does nothing for me now. I mean, maybe the space station, but it's not worth the point, probably, that it's printed on. $12, even if it saves me 2. This is a heat bump, though, so that's good. Our energy should still be spent, probably. For the ore processor. And then 4 titanium for a card up here. May as well go looking. No, 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 no. I mean, we do have viral enhancer, so this is decent, the animal. This for a heat bump. We're one insect away. We're a Venus bump away. We're 2 heat bumps away. I think I just have to do the clicks, right? 1, 2, 3. Buy a city. Either here or here. It's kind of fine either way. You get the same amount of money. Then this gives us a couple of really nice points on there. We will sell. Gosh, it would be so nice to get another city. But it's just not in the cards. But hey, we can just play the Equatorial Magnetizer. Tap that for a TR. We can play small animals. That should enhance for an animal. And then tap for a point. And then I am genuinely short $1. And I can't draw a card. Well, damn. Still, though, for a run just before going away on my trip, I can't get 3 plants, so I just have to put this here. This is a couple of solid cities, a couple of solid points on cards, 64 TR. What can I say except trifecta? What can I say except trifecta? What a good little run. Get some infrastructure, get some things poking around, get some money income from Earth and Venus. It just worked. We were patient. We were very patient in playing our income cards. We kept the door open in terms of some science tags when we grabbed a lot of cards early rounds. And then we corrected the tempo, bought some extra greeneries, which arguably could have been a city, but then, hey, you wouldn't have had a completely encased city anyway. Like, trade this greenery for a city here kind of thing would have been nice, but that greenery is worth 2 points, you know? And that city would have been worth 2 points. So what am I batting at? This would have cost $23. This would have cost $23 because of the adjacency. It's just a non-issue. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.